Hey guys, how's it going? Matt from Foul Ball Productions here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're doing well. I'm doing phenomenally. Thank you so very much. So I just watched episode 6, season 1 of The Expanse. I just finished it just a moment ago. So I think I've made it abundantly clear my feelings on season 5, the direction it took, the death of Alex Kamal, or the firing of Cass Anvar, interpret it however you like. And a lot of the choices, the tone, the focus, lots of things I had an issue with in season 5. So I come into season 6 not exactly optimistic, not exactly hopeful. So no one was more surprised than me when I actually enjoyed it. I really, really liked it. It felt like vintage Expanse. Now, I mentioned the caveat. That's exactly how I felt at the beginning of season 5 last year, that I was blown away by how interesting it was, how intense everything was. I felt it had the potential to be the best season of the show ever, when in fact, it's arguable it did damage beyond repair. So I don't want to get overly excited, and I don't want to get my hopes up only for them to be dashed again, but I have to be completely honest, I really enjoyed what I saw. I flat out liked it. I liked it a lot. Some of the opening special effects struck me as a little poor. I don't have the best eye for those kinds of things, so I don't want to critique something I'm not really qualified to talk about, but I didn't exactly love a lot of the impact craters from the asteroids. A lot of them look kind of cheap. Just, I don't know, some of the special effects in the beginning, at least the prologue of the show, didn't really jump off the screen to me as incredible. When I always felt for a TV show, the special effects were great. I mean, really, always very exciting and engaging for me. I loved them. But other than that, I really got into it. The Rossi crew being reunited, fighting Belters, I was excited. The high-intensity drama of the Rossi just letting their guns go, the PDCs taking out Belter skiffs, the reveal that they have drives attached to the asteroids to launch them at Earth, that was pretty exciting. And as much tension as there was with the Rossi crew, I really liked to see them working together again. I like to see Holden and Naomi having a dynamic. Now, I don't know if it's ever going to be romantic again, but I really enjoyed them going back and forth, her being on the radio. And then the melancholy moment of her acknowledging that she's never flown the Rossi before and never had to because they always had Alex. Which I'm starting to believe that the creators of The Expanse really did not want to fire Cass Anvar. That's my impression because they keep bringing it up. They keep memorializing the character, which I infer means they're a tad resentful, or at least remorseful, of the parting of that actor and that end of that character, especially because the books don't go that way. Something else I thought really interesting was the direction they've taken Philip's character in this episode. Having him behave like a dictator's son, all spoiled and oversexed, getting too drunk. I thought that was a really interesting angle. And he seems to be suffering from PTSD from his involvement with the asteroid attacks on Earth. I thought that was really a insightful, unique, and interesting take on the character. That he's tortured from the murders he committed, and so he placates himself with drugs and alcohol and women. Wow, that kind of depth I haven't seen from The Expanse in a little while, at least not to recent memory. So I'm, engaged, which I can't believe I'm sitting here saying, but I was truly engaged with this episode. I found the interpolitics of drummership with Michio Pa and whomever her poly boyfriend guy is, the tension with Michio not getting the shot lined up correctly and blowing it at the moment of truth was really pretty interesting. And I like to see Drummer in an alpha leader role again because she's such a badass, one of my favorite characters. It's fun to see her active and taking charge and making decisions. It's like, yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl right there. Speaking of girl, I'm a big fan of Marcos's new lieutenant or assistant or whomever. Holy heck, what is that actress's name? Kathleen Robertson. She plays the character Rosenfeld. I am a fan. I am an absolute fan. Very attractive woman. Has a presence about her. Had her hair all tightened up. She looks good. And she's a good actress. I like her in the role. I believe her as Marcos' second in command. And Marcos is starting to resemble like a dictator or a despot, where at once he was chanting and cheering for the lives of Belters and for all of you. That's why I'm doing it. Now he sounds like a bit of a tyrant, talking about how Fred Johnson's dead because he wanted him dead, and also said that Anderson Dawes is dead. Now, I am not 100% sure that that is the story. So it's possible Marcos is lying, but it's also possible that they just killed Anderson Dawes off screen. I don't know. Apparently, Jared Harris hasn't been on the show since season 3 for reasons. They couldn't get him to lock down. I don't know why, but I love him. He's one of my favorite characters. So maybe Anderson Dawes is dead. I don't know. But overall, I've really found the show to be enjoyable, very much despite myself. I tried to go in with as much of an open mind as possible and not try to find criticisms and just let the show happen. And I got to be honest, I was really, really impressed. I liked what I saw. I felt like I got enough Expanse content to satiate my desires, but also kept me wanting more. So I am surprised to say this, but season 6, episode 1 of The Expanse, really good. Really, really enjoyed it. It gets a Matt from Foul Ball Productions endorsement. So I guess we'll see what happens with the show in the coming weeks. You can see that all here live Thursday nights starting at 8 Central. I will be on this channel live, hopefully joined by a cast of characters, a panelist of Expanse enthusiasts, where we will be talking about the show, doing follow-up streams, and I will be releasing a video review every Friday morning talking about my thoughts and feelings of the new season that I am astoundingly excited for. No one's more surprised than me, folks. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please press the like button. Subscribe to see more Expanse videos and related media content. And if you didn't like it, I will quote the mighty Gary from Nerdrotic. I appreciate you watching this long, and you have a wonderful day. I Beltalowda.